My name is Bruce Anderson. I'm the Extension Forage Specialist at the University of Nebraska. I work a lot with all types of forages, including grasses and alfalfa. And today talked to them a lot about irrigating their alfalfa most efficiently. I think the thing we were most trying to impress the people with was the need to really plan irrigation well in advance and get water to the alfalfa before it really needs it. Because alfalfa is a very thirsty crop, and when we get into the heat of summer, it's very difficult to keep up with the demand for water by those alfalfa plants. So we actually have to build up the supply of water for those alfalfa plants before they need it in order to make sure we have enough to keep the alfalfa plants growing at their most rapid and profitable rate. The reservoir that we really are talking about is the soil that the alfalfa is growing in. And so one of the things that we want to try and do is build up that supply of water in that soil reservoir so that when it does become a time when we either can't irrigate because of the harvest interruption that we have there, or it starts getting to be so hot and dry that it's hard for the irrigation system to provide water as fast as the alfalfa is using it, we have that reservoir available for the deep alfalfa roots to use. Well, I think among the things that we oftentimes don't think about is that interruption that we have with harvest and how we need to manage our water around that interruption time period. We know that we need to shut down the water a couple days before we are harvesting so that the soil will firm up and avoid having damage done by wheel tracks compacting and causing ruts. And then we have to have the irrigation system shut down for as long as that hay remains on the field, whether that's 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, whatever it takes before we can get the hay gone. And then it's also helpful to keep the alfalfa dry until we actually get some regrowth occurring on that alfalfa, so it's better able to compete with weeds and so that it can regrow as rapidly as possible as a result of having just a little bit better oxygen content there in the soil. That's right, if we put the alfalfa under water stress any day of the year, that's going to be one day in which our growth potential is going to be reduced, and as a result the eventual yields are going to be a little bit lower. The better we can do it, always making sure we have enough water available there to the alfalfa plants, the best we're going to be able to take advantage of the genetics, the weed control, the fertilizer, and all the rest of the management practices that we use. There are very good extension people available in all states, as well as commercial people that know their irrigation systems and how to work best with the types of soils and irrigation system that we have. We want to rely on all of them to provide us useful information. I think it's really important to be able to get groups together because everybody has some different ideas, some different experiences, and can relate to one another how they have been able to deal with some of the barriers and problems they've had with production. So rather than being an island, just thinking about yourself, getting together and talking with fellow growers and listening to a wide range of different opinions gives us an opportunity to really strengthen our overall production capabilities.